It's a Breakthroughs and Bradley's episode of the King of the Road Show HD. And now we're cruising back to Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches for more tips from owner Sterling Bradley.
Today I want to talk to you about refinishing urethane bumper covers on all your new cars. If you've ever noticed that set a red light or on the lot or anything, how the bumper covers are always a little richer and they always don't match exactly, even from the factory. What Mark's done with this bumper cover, he's turned around and he's used an ammonia. It's actually kind of what they used to call benzene, is what he's wiped it down with. So what Mark's fixing to do right now, after he's already wiped it down, he's putting what we call an adhesion promoter on it. And Mark's going to demonstrate that now. Applying the plastic primer on it, which has got the flexible agent in it that gives that paint to give. Now, if you didn't put this flex primer on your bumper cover, whenever you pushed on your bumper cover, the paint would actually crack. And that's what he's doing now. It allows that paint to give. All your plastic parts, your door handles, your mirrors, your bumpers, your rocker moldings, your trim on the side of your car, every time we paint it, it has to go through this procedure. If not, the paint will crack off of it. Now, he's already laid his base color on here. All he'll do next is come back and put his clear urethane on it, and we'll run the temperature up to about 140, 150 degrees in here, bake it, and that bumper cover will be on a car this afternoon going out the door. Oh, it's a lot cooler inside this office than in that paint booth. It's pretty hot out there today. You know, usually we do most of our tips here at Bradley's on your car. We gave you a little tip on the bumper cover, how to refinish a bumper cover and what it takes to put into it. Let's talk about something we've never talked about before. Let's talk about filing claims. I don't know about you, but a lot of people, when they file a claim with the insurance company, you wind up getting frustrated and things don't always go the way you want them to go. Next thing you know, you're running around, you're doing this, you're doing that, and here at Bradley's, we kind of want you to have a pleasant experience. When you start off with a bad experience, we want to turn it to a pleasant experience.
Sterling pointed out a recent study by J.D. Power that reports an increase in price and a decrease in customer service at auto insurance companies. The study showed that smaller insurance companies benefited more by personal interaction with the customers. It also showed a drop of 20% in the Southwest and a 17% drop in the state of Texas in customer satisfaction.
Now that drop is a drop from last year's study, so it's getting worse. And you're talking about when the insurance companies have say a 30 to 35% loss ratio, well, you're talking about 75% of the customers being unhappy with it. What's happening is a lot of these insurance companies, they've let their people go and they've downsized and they have subbed most of the work out to these call centers. And they claim the customer's biggest dissatisfaction in J.D. Power's study was with the call centers. Well, we do things a little different here at Bradley's. What we do, we like to have the customer come over here and bring us the insurance information, and we actually have the direct numbers to the companies so you don't have to go through the call centers. So, because whenever you file a loss, you call it in the call center winds up downloading it to the insurance company, and eventually someone's supposed to call you. You know, I always mention back in the day when we do one, since I grew up in this industry, I remember that one of the best businessmen I've ever met or ever known owned an insurance agency. He was an insurance agent. Well, I was in his office one day and the guy was in a claim for one of his customers. And he had asked the company to call the customer. And I asked him, I said, do you always call the claims in for the customers? And I'll never forget what that man told me. He says, we sell service, we provide insurance. So what we do here at Bradley's is we sell service and we provide collision repair. What we like to do is get the car, you bring the information to Bradley's. We actually call the company direct for you. We actually file the claim for you with your assistance. And what happens is that allows your claim to go a whole lot smoother and a whole lot quicker.
When you're in need of expert paint and body work, your best bet is Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches. Tell Sterling and Kim that King of the Road sent you. Still to come on the King of the Road Show HD, Noah Petrie will be back in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle. But next, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Amber White's new music video as our Max Bowl music clip of the week.
King of the road. It's the Houston Rockets Power Dancers.
Yes.
I feel the power. I always like to say I feel the crown power too from my Crown Boy hat. I bet you've never seen a hat like that before.
I have not. No, I haven't.
You girls look really cute wearing something like this.
Maybe.
But you look awful cute anyway. Now you're at all the home games for the Houston Rockets?
Yes, all the home games. You'll find us there.
Last year they had the Houston Texan cheerleaders here.
Yes.
Have you ever met a real king before?
A real king, not before you.
Good. Good, because I'm really not a real king. I just play one on TV a couple of times a week.
King of the Road.